October 27th, 2020 vocabulary. All right, so we're going to fill in our table here, or our charts, with some definitions and some examples. So our terms here, we have multiple, least common multiple, prime factorization, composite number, prime number, greatest common factor, and factor. All right, so factor is done for us down here. A factor is a number that will divide into another number without a remainder. So factors of 6 could be 2 times 3, a 2 and a 3, and then a 1 times 6, 1 and a 6. Let's look up. If we go to greatest common factor, so greatest common factor is going to be that biggest. So our keyword is going to be greatest here. So that's our keyword we always look for, right? Well, our greatest common factor is going to be the biggest number that will divide 2 or more other numbers exactly. Ah, there it is. The biggest number. So I'm going to move that and I'm going to drag it to there. Let's take a look at prime numbers. So our examples, we have 3, 7, 5. So what is a prime number? Is it a number that only has 2 factors, 1 in itself? It is. So a number that only has 2 factors. Remember those prime numbers, when we do our prime factorization, we circle them. Speaking of prime numbers, with our prime factorization, that's the breakdown of a composite number into a product of prime numbers. So remember, when we have our prime factorization, we use our factor trees, and then we circle those prime numbers at the bottom. So there's an example of our prime factorization. Let's take a look at composite number. So a composite number is going to be the opposite of a prime number. So it's going to be a positive integer that has at least one divisor other than 1 in itself. So for example, you could have a 6 because 1, 2, 3, and 6 can go into 6 instead of just 1 in itself. So notice how more numbers can go in there. That means a composite number means we can break it down. We can factor it down. All right, let's take a look at a multiple. Multiples, for example, multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and so on and so on and so on. So a multiple is a number that can be divided by another number without a remainder. So you can, multiples, there's multiple multiples. And that is going to be it for our vocabulary. Great job!